Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I am back from my holiday in Australia. It's been 2 weeks, so I might do a double today, a double next week, or there'll be at least a couple doubles because I want to keep up, make sure I have 52 episodes for the whole year. So today, it's either just this one or there'll be a second one coming as well. But what I'm definitely doing is this, The French Connection from 1971. Why this movie? Well, this is apparently one of the movies that inspired the Batman. So yeah, the Batman, obviously a movie I'm a fan of Matt Reeves as well, and one of the films that inspired him for the Batman is this. So yeah, we watched a different movie that inspired the Batman, the Zodiac Killer. That was very interesting. This one is about two NYPD detectives in a narcotics bureau. They stumble onto a heroin smuggling ring based in Marseille, but stopping them and capturing their leaders proves an elusive goal. So I'm guessing they're crossing over the pond to France and finding this this drug ring. So heroin smuggling ring. Interesting. Was it Zodiac Killer I watched last time? Let me just double check. But yeah, this one stars Gene Hackman, who I do know. I don't recognize most of the cast, but I recognize some of the faces though. But it's a very classic cast. If you watch movies in the 70s, you probably recognize them, but I wasn't even alive until the 90s, so I wouldn't know. Sorry, it wasn't the Zodiac Killer, sorry. That's still on my list, but that also inspired the Batman. The one I watched was Seven. Yeah, Seven. Seven was a crazy movie. I see a lot of things in Seven, a lot of elements that were in the Batman, so I definitely saw the inspiration there. Let me see if I catch anything here. It is about two detectives trying to, take down something, so in that respect, in terms of the synopsis, there's a similarity there. I'm actually an hour and 20 minutes in. There's like 20 minutes left in the movie. It's good. Like, I've said nothing because I've been really watching it, but yeah, like usually I talk during and I haven't really done that. But I've just watched my favorite scene of the movie, I think. I mean, it still has to end, but there's a hitman who tries to kill one of the protagonists, and he chases him. He goes to the rooftop to try and find him, doesn't find him there, sees him running. I don't know how he gets done quick enough to chase him, but he gets down the building and then chases him. The guy goes on a train, so he takes someone's car. Also, like, I didn't know, I Googled it, like, is it just a movie thing? Or are American cops allowed to take your car when they need it? And apparently they are. Apparently they can. They can do that in real life as well. I didn't know that. Never seen that happen in real life. I mean, I don't live in America, but there's videos nowadays, there's internet, but yeah, I thought it was just a movie thing. I didn't realize that American cops could just take your car if they needed it. That's actually quite funny. Well, not funny if they crash it, but yeah, maybe they're more careful in real life than the movies. But anyway, yeah, he takes someone's car, chases down the train, so you've got to follow the train along the road, swerving, crashing into things, somehow not hitting anyone. Also, like before, like when the sniper tried to get him, like the sniper got a woman next to him who was with a baby, so that was pretty tragic. Baby was fine though, it was in a chair, it was in a pram, but I was like, wow, that mother was just gone just like that, an innocent bystander. But yeah, then the guy on the train hijacks the train. He shoots a cop on the train. There's another cop there on the train. Shoots the cop, shoots someone else, a staff member, holds the train operator hostage. Train operator dies. The train's having a lot of trouble. So yeah, he unsuccessfully hijacks the train, and then the train comes to a complete sudden stop. He tries to escape the train, and long behold, the cop who was chasing him in the car, he didn't even realize that he was chasing him, because the car was like under the because the railway was like above, like in like GTA 4, like above there's a railway, below there's a road. It was one of those things. But yeah, he leaves the station and the cop's waiting for him. He's like, put your hands up. He tries to run, he shoots him, and the assassin is dead. But yeah, it's quite a brutal movie, but it like, I feel like it adds a bit of like comedic tone into it, especially into the chase scenes. I love good chase scenes, whether it's cars or just on foot. I love watching scenes where someone's chasing someone else through wherever. There's a lot of that in like Mission Impossible, James Bond, that sort of stuff, espionage, just general crime movies as well, and TV shows. I love that sort of thing, and This one has a few very good ones, but the one I just described, that was really fun to watch, really intense. But yeah, like, in a way it's realistic. Apparently it was considered quite brutal for the 70s. Apparently it was like a game-changing movie as well for the genre, and I can see how that's the case. I can see how the Batman kind of takes a few things from this, mainly in terms of like the detective work and, you know, chasing down criminals. I don't see as much of the Batman in this than I did in Seven. But yeah, on this rewatch of like watching movies that inspired the Batman, it's pretty intriguing because I'm also watching like very good movies at the same time. And I can't believe I haven't watched this until now, to be fair. To be fair, it's from the 70s, so that's mainly why. But like, there's plenty of movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s that I just never watched. So there's always plenty out there to watch. And if this is just one of them, then I guess I'm in for a treat. Recommend me some movies from back then, because I'm sure there's many good like action thrillers, crime thrillers. Because this one is pretty fun. It's pretty good, and it's pretty serious as well. Obviously, it's about two cops trying to take down a mob that's international, that have traveled to America. But I'm intrigued to see how this ends. So the ending is where the police surround the enemy into a building and they have a shootout. I feel like I've seen this sort of ending many times, but this movie came before all the ones that I've seen that have similar endings, which is quite funny. So I could say, oh, they got it from there, but actually, maybe they all got it from here. You had your grand shootout finale, and at the end, it shows like what happened to certain characters. I'm just like, was this a true story? So I googled it, and no, it's a fictional story based on a book that's apparently based on true accounts. So there's a book based on, I think it's the same name, it's based on true accounts, and this is a fictional movie based on that. So yeah, I guess they added in the end just for intrigue, I guess. But yeah, that was good. That was good. That was very interesting. It looked like a movie from its time. Like, it had a similar vibe to old James Bond movies. Actually, I got a vibe from that. Like, in terms of like the audio, the way it was filmed, it seemed like an old James Bond movie. Just, you know, just American version. And they're chasing down drug dealers. But yeah, interesting to say the least. Doesn't take place, I mean, there's a few scenes that take place in Europe, but it takes place in America. So those drug dealers, they travel to America. There's a few scenes in, I think, France, and that's about it. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie, and I had a good time with it. I think there's time for another movie, so I'm going to watch something else, not a movie that inspired the Batman. There's plenty more of those. We'll do one next week, probably. But there's a Netflix movie that came out recently, got released very recently, and I'm intrigued to watch it. So that's going to be next. So we got a brand new movie, Netflix exclusive. You can guess what it is, but it is coming today. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see you.